This is not an easy business. If you choose to be in this business, you better really like what you're doing.
Customers like their bread early, so we get up early.
The first drivers come in about midnight.
10 Wedemeyer trucks, 30 to 45 stops per route.
Wedemeyer was established in 1936 by Fred Wedemeyer, and I bought the bakery in 2004. My sons were very young when they started.
Oh, first job in a bakery, I want to say was working at the cash register.
I remember the first day I went in, and within a half an hour I was cleaning a toilet.
If you give somebody something, it probably doesn't have the same value to them as if they had earned it. We really have focused on catering to the restaurant deli trade. On average, we'll probably be 15 to 17,000 pounds of flour a day.
400, 500, 600 dozen rolls, tens of thousands of loaves. Everybody always wants bread, so we're always making it.
We still make all the rye breads with the original recipes. I think we make a great sourdough.
I remember being a little kid and my father coming home with sourdough.
First one to the garage gets the bread.
It's got a nice, thick crust to it, crackly crust.
The smell that it brought into the house.
It's just the right amount of sour.
No matter what we make here, no matter who we make it for, I want it to be something that tastes like it should taste, looks like it should look, that we can consistently produce it at a high level of quality.
When we bought the new bread line, we were replacing an extremely old line. It was massive.
It was probably 4 times what it is now.
There's one person that runs the divider, and that divider hits 1.5 pounds every single time.
The next step in the process is the initial rounding.
And then it goes into our overhead proofer where it's gently flipping it and letting it rest.
The final step is the molding.
And whether it's 20 inches long or whether it's 6 inches long, it's really easy to adjust and to set. And then it also allows us to run some artisan bread because of how gentle it is on the dough.
That equipment solved a lot of issues for us.
It really took us to the next level.
We saw the demand for specialty rolls. I watched the roll line run, and after about 5 minutes, I knew that was the roll line that we were going to buy. We were getting calls the first week from customers saying, God, the rolls have been great. What other rolls do you have? And that has allowed us to grow that segment of the business tenfold.
I can adjust the pressure, the rollers, the pockets, and I can let it rest for a little bit. I can interchange pans with just the press of a button. And no other machine we looked at could do that.
Everything just looks so much better. It's night and day.
It is my favorite piece of equipment here. I love that machine.
In the old ovens, when we would take a rack out of the oven and shut the oven door, we could lose 40 degrees. We don't have that issue now.
My nighttime baker, his job went from a full, hard 8 hours of baking to roughly 6 hours. We also saw savings in our gas prices, 10%. It was right on the money.
You can bake 1,000 dozen of one item, switch very quickly to 200 dozen of another item, require different steaming, temperature, air velocities. These ovens allow us to do that. You can control the crust, the thickness of the crust, the color. It's rack in, rack out, rack in, rack out.
You go to a customer with pure confidence. This is what you're going to get every day.
When asked by other bakers, what do you think about this piece of equipment or that piece of equipment, I will usually steer them towards WP.
First night that we had all the ovens up and running, we were done like 2.5 hours earlier than we normally are.
They tell me exactly what the machine can and can't do. And if I ever have an issue, it's going to get solved in a timely manner. I trust them.
One of my son's first words was bread.
That little boy, he's been eating bread even before he had his teeth come in.
I've been real lucky to have Larry be my father.
His dedication, his hard work, his honesty.
I know he's still 20 years old in his heart when he comes here, you know. This is in your blood. It's definitely in our blood. I love what I do because of him.
I love making bread. I love what I do. I'm proud of what my sons have been able to accomplish.
My name is Paul Strain.
My name is Eric Strain.
I'm Larry Strain from Wedemeyer Bakery, and I'm a raving fan of WP.